welcome back to my channel, Talks with Nelly. I'm your host, of course, Janelle. So today we're gonna get into some spiritual talks, okay? None of that extra stuff. We're just gonna get straight to it, straight to the point. Before I start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank ya. So today we're gonna discuss, let me get my pen, 7 signs God is pulling you away from certain people. Okay, so sometimes God gives us signs that some people ignore, some people take heed. It depends on the person you are, that you need to stay away from certain people because they're no good for you, they're no good for your health, they're no good for your vibe, they're no good for your future. Wherever God is trying to take you, they can't come. So these are some of the signs that will help you kind of understand why you feel the way you do about certain people, and when it's time to just bounce. You got to leave them in your past because you got to move on to the future, to where God needs you to be, to your blessings, and they can't come with you. That's just plain and simple. They can't come with you. So we're gonna talk about the first sign. So the first sign is you feel drained after conversations. So it's every time you talk to someone and you just feel mentally off, spiritually irritated. Like, it's just, you're all of a sudden you just become annoyed. Honey, it's just because God don't want you around them. It's like it's a reason why you feeling that way. You know, when you're around certain people, they're gonna take away your energy, take away your mental happiness. That's what I call it. Mental happiness. And it's gonna feel like you need to reset and recover right after you talk to them. Like, I need to go to the spa. I need to do something to, you know, kind of bring your spirits up. I would say that's the first sign because, as you know, some people will suck your spirit out of you, suck the happiness you have, suck all the good thoughts you have with yourself, the motivation you carry, the affirmations you tell yourself, suck it right out you, and now you're feeling depressed like them. First sign to stay away from them. They drain you. Okay, every conversation, if you feel drained, tired, honey, that's your sign to bounce. Okay. So number 2 is their energy makes you question yourself. And by that, I mean, it's every time that you're around them, it's like always some hater talk. They always got to say something hateful about what you're doing or somebody else. They're always showing some type of hatred. Never congratulations. Never, I'm so happy for you. It's always a problem. They got to pick a problem. Every time they talk to you, you share the accomplishment with them. It's always, but, well, you still need to do this. Well, I don't like this. Well, goodbye. That's what you got. Goodbye. Because they're not for you. They're hating on you. They're envious of you. That's the first sign of jealousy. That's the first sign you can't take them to where you're trying to go. That's the first sign you got to bounce. Because they're going to try to hold you back. They're going to try to make you question yourself. They're going to try to make you doubt yourself. Their whole goal is to make you doubt yourself so you stop moving forward and stay where they at, where they feel comfortable, where they want you to be. Some people don't want you to get ahead of them. Some people feel like you accomplishing more things. Now they're losing the competition in their head. Now they feel like they gotta sabotage your blessing in order to feel like I'm better than you. They're better than you. You know, you got to watch out for those people. They'll never be happy with you. Why? Because they're not happy with themselves. Someone who's not happy with themselves will never be happy with you. Keep that in mind. All right. Our next sign is you keep outgrowing what used to entertain you. So this is more so the people that talk about the same stuff. Damn, you talking about the same drama? It's been 10 years. 10 years. When are we going to talk about something new? I don't want to talk about the person down the street. I don't want to talk about the latest gossip every single time. What are we going to talk about? Growth. What are we going to talk about? Maybe we could put 2 heads together and get this money. When are we going to talk about spiritual healing? When are we going to talk about God? You know, there's certain conversations that help you grow spiritually, mentally, physically. And there's certain conversations that keep you stagnant. So you have to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose. How do you feel after these conversations? Which leads back to number one, you feel drained. If you're feeling drained after these conversations, after the same stuff they keep talking, and you know you outgrew that level, you're at a certain level right now, things are moving for you. You can't be trapped in these conversations that you had over 5 years ago. 3 years ago, 1 year ago. You're moving on. You got to move on. People who don't want to move on and elevate, you got to leave them behind. That's just what it is. Or they're going to get you. If you don't leave them behind, they're going to keep you behind. You're going to start moving backwards. Our whole point is to move forward, to elevate. Let's keep that in mind. So number 4, they only support the old version of you. Which leads back to what I was just saying. People will only feel comfortable what they're used to with you. So if they're used to you not doing nothing, you just sitting all day, talking outside all day, not doing a damn thing, not getting no money, not growing yourself, not healing yourself, you just talking all day about the same old stuff. People want that. When it's time to accomplish goals and talk about elevated things, maybe you're into politics, maybe you're into topics that would help you think broad. You're trying to think more broad so you could get to that bag, so you could get to that be spiritually and mentally healthy. You know, when people start seeing that, it scares them because they're not there. I don't know if if they will ever be there, but right now they're not there, and it's gonna feel awkward every time you bring up those type of elevating conversations with them because, like I said, they're insecure. You're gonna start making them feel insecure because they don't care about that. They're trapped in their bubble right now. They're trapped in their way of thinking because they're comfortable being in there. Whether they hate it or not, they're comfortable being in there. When you take someone out their comfortability, not everyone is going to react in a positive manner. So you really got to be careful who you see act weird, awkward, attitude. No, that's a clear sign you gotta go. You gotta bounce because, again, they're gonna hold you back. Okay, our next sign is number 5. You feel convicted after being around them. So when you feel convicted, it's been like you feel down about yourself, like kind of like a type of guilt. Maybe you're trying to lower yourself in order to make them feel comfortable. When you feel like you have to lower yourself in order to make anyone feel comfortable, that's a clear sign. It's not, that person is not for you. Anytime you got to change yourself, who you are, and try to humble yourself down in order for someone to feel comfortable about you in the conversation, it's not going to work out. I don't care how many past conversations, I don't care how long the friendship was, the relationship was, it's not going to work out because you taking a step to do more for you, you're going to want to share with people. You're going to want to celebrate your accomplishments, your wins, and being around someone who just make you feel bad about it or guilty that you're doing more than them. I mean, where else the relationship's gonna go but down? They're gonna drag you to hell mentally. Do you wanna go there? Ask yourself that before you even let anyone slide, before you even try to put yourself down, before you even try to lower yourself down to someone. Do you wanna go hell mentally? Do you? No. It's depressing. You don't want to be around that. You want to be around people that's in the same mindset as you. You want to be around people that could elevate just like you can. that's focused on the next level, that's not going to get jealous by your accomplishments. Matter of fact, you probably inspiring them like, ooh, I need to try that. You want to be around people like that. You want to be around people that's constantly thinking about growth. All right, so number 6, the connection feels forced. Anytime you kind of gotta force a topic or something to talk about because y'all naturally just don't click, stop it. Stop it. When it's naturally ordained by God, things just feel flowy. Like, I can have a conversation with you about anything. I could have a conversation with you about God. I could have a conversation with you about money in my career. I could have a conversation with you about life. It's not going to feel awkward. It's not going to feel like you're talking to a brick wall or you're talking to an angry, psychotic person. It's going to feel like, you're talking to a friend. So anytime you have to force something onto someone, force the type of connection, force anything when they clearly don't seem interested in what you're saying, that's a clear sign. That relationship is not for you. God don't want you around them. Stop forcing yourself, because you keep forcing yourself, you're going to end up in somewhere bad. It always happens when you force yourself on people. They take advantage of you because they feel like you're desperate enough, and you just go through a whole bunch of bullshit. Excuse my language. I'm trying not to curse, but BS. You go through a whole bunch of BS, and it's like, when will you have more respect for yourself? Some people just not on your standards. Some people will never be on your level, and you have to accept that. It's okay. Some people you are better than. Mentally, physically, how you carry yourself, yes, you're better than. It's okay. It's not your fault. They need to level up. Don't put yourself down. Don't try to force something that's not working. It's not clicking. It won't ever click. Move on. All right. So our last sign is God exposes little things you ignore. When I say little things, I mean just snake stuffs, attitude, body language. When someone's just hateful of you, their body language is gonna say, their eyes, you just look into their eyes, you just see anger. Anytime you talk to them, anytime you want to share some good news, you just see anger in their eyes. You see a hateful person, you see an envious person. Don't ignore those signs. You see those people doing some foul things behind your back, and the way it's amazing how God works, because he'll use other people to expose them. It depends up to you if you're going to listen, or he'll have the person expose themselves unknowingly. But the fact that you understand yourself, you will peep it. The fact that you understand and you talk to God, you'll peep it. Because it'll be every time, well, at least for me, I'm going to say this for me. When I pray about something, he'll show me the little details I pray about in either other people or in situations. That's how I could peep things. I'm telling you. So when you really follow your intuition, when you really understand what you pray for and understand the people you want to be around, God will expose the ones that aren't good for you. God will expose the ones that have bad intentions for you. God will expose the ones that are plotting on you. But you got to be in tune. You got to be in tune with yourself. You got to be in tune with God. You got to be in tune with your spirit. That's important. They all tie together, but that's important. That means healthy mind. Cater to yourself. Make sure you feel good. Make sure you feel healthy. Like, being stressed all the time will block your vision. Being worried all the time, fearful all the time will block your vision. So you got to really understand the connection you want with people and the connection you don't want and don't need in your life with certain people. Because all types, knowing, like, if you have a good spirit and you're really motivated, strong head, you're gonna attract all types of people. You're gonna attract all types of people. Even the people in your past, you're gonna attract all types of people. Ooh. And it depends. You gotta pick and choose which person you want around you, you want to surround yourself with. That's the most important part. Even though sometimes the people closest to you could be the most detrimental to you. You have to really understand what you want for yourself, not what anybody else wants for you, what you want for yourself. All right, y'all, so that concludes my spiritual talk. I hope y'all enjoy it. I will try to do this more like weekly. I'll see. Sometimes I need to go on live too. Sometimes I'll go on live. I'ma see. I gotta see because there's a lot going on, but I'ma see. I really enjoyed this though. So that's my ending. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Let me know if you've been through some of these situations I listed. Let me know. Okay? All right, y'all. See you later. Bye.